And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 339. I am your host, Gizzard Gary, and it is Monday, December the 15th. So welcome, one and all, to the show. So let's see who we have out there so far. I see the Gun Snob, first one in. When does this thing start? It starts right now. We have Alaska One Andy in the audience. Gun Websites is also out there. Hasbro is in the audience. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy is here. Also, we have Dale Pogue in the audience. Alex Parlin Boomstick is out there. And the wonderful Stephen Sheets is in the audience. Hello, Stephen. Also, the birthday boy himself, Ozzy Osbourne, out there barking at the moon, 65 years old today. Welcome to being a senior citizen, Ozzy. Welcome, welcome. We also have Pack Rat's Attic out there. And Guns and Barbecue. He says, don't forget me. Well, can't forget him. He's out there and in here. And then, let's see, G-Web says, there are no barbecue planets, only barbecue moons. Happy 65th, Ozzy. And Rich White, also out there and in here. So, let's see, just jumping in here. Stephen Sheets says, I do live stream every Tuesday and Thursday and maybe weekends sometimes. Well, you should check out his channel. Very good singer, Stephen Sheets. Check him out. Ron Wayne is out there. My good buddy, Ron Wayne. Let's see. Guns Barbecue says, don't you forget about me. J Delta 22NC is in the audience. Ron 2A Matters is here. All right. So everybody's saying hi to each other out there. So very, very cool. So let's go ahead and bring in my panel for this evening. So you may know these guys. They occasionally show up here. The first person, he comes to us from the Keystone State. There's your cue. He is, of course, he barbecues, he shoots guns, and he shoots photography, and does all at a high level of proficiency. Let's welcome aboard the chat ruiner himself, Guns and Barbecue.
Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Remember, if you want me off the panel tonight, $100 in super chats to Gary or stickers, however you raise $100, doesn't matter. But that's how you get me off the panel. That is all an idea of mine, none of Gary's. It's just my fun way to try and generate revenue for Gary. So you don't want me to ruin chats? That's how I extort you to get money for Gary. Thanks for the invite.
Gun Website says, and it's ruined. Very good. Want to say hello to Skagit Valley Guns out there. Welcome, welcome. All right. So we also have Misty. Mrs. Wayne is out there. Hello, Misty. And I notice Packrat has the hashtag out there. We do have a giveaway this evening. And of course, since we're running into supply issues right now with Aegis Gun Care, we are giving away Chick-fil-A gift cards. And since I'm going to be gone next week and I'm not doing a show, we're doing double today. So where you'd normally get a $20 Chick-fil-A gift card, it's now $40. If you're a channel member, it's going to be $50. That's right. All right. So, and we have Skagit Valley Guns just gifted 5 memberships out there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Certainly
he knows what's up.
Appreciate that. Let's give him a round of applause, shall we? There we go. Thank you. All right. So that was very, very nice.
Best gun shop in the Pacific Northwest.
Ron Wayne already out there complaining about the Cardinal, looking at him funny.
Oh, I saw that. I don't like the way that Cardinal is looking at me. What Cardinal would that be? Oh, that one.
The one on the female one, the one on the right. He Insists that thing's giving him the stink eye every Christmas.
So now Misty says, but I'm the best one, right? I think she's talking to Hasbro, but I'm not going to argue with that because I don't want to get in trouble. Whoever I'm talking to, you're the best one. Denny's plant-based journey is in the audience. So, yeah, we've got 19 people in here. They're starting to roll in. Ron Wayne says he's got crazy eye. We got a super chat right here from Ron 2A Matters. $10 super chat. Thank you very much. That
what's that up to? 15 already?
Well, we're getting there. Let's put it.
I'm gonna say they are on the ball tonight.
They are on the ball tonight. Maybe they're wanting you out of here. Let's go ahead.
Memberships count though.
Let's go ahead and give him. Let's give him the gong and the applause. All right. I don't have my goat scream handy, but could do that too. Anyway. Excuse me. Did we miss anybody else coming in? I don't think I have. If I missed you, I did see Agorizer is out there. Hello, Agorizer. Who else have I missed? G-Webs wants to know, is there a bracket tonight? No. I thought about having a bracket, but George ate it, so no bracket, unfortunately. Besides, I don't want to steal everybody else's thunder because it seems like Rich does brackets, Guns and Barbecue does brackets, Foss does brackets. Maybe this could be a bracket-free zone. You never know. Could it be?
Just because George ate the bracket, you said he coughed it up and it's just covered in a hairball now. Dust it off.
You don't want it.
No big deal.
We have a brand new channel member. Skagit Valley Guns has become a member of the Gizzard Gang. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to have to give him, let's go ahead and give him a gong too, shall we? All right. And some more applause. He definitely deserves that. Let me find him. I've got to give him a wrench. If I can find him in the chat somewhere. There we go. So, add as moderator. You now have a moderator wrench. Thank you very, very much. Oh, my. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Skagit Valley Guns, $10 super chat. Barbecue as a marketing genius. Hey,
Quarter of the way there.
We're making progress now, by golly. Oh, wow. Backrat's Addict says George must have been hungry. Yeah, for sure. I did see somebody else sneak in here. Let's see if I can find him. We got Justin Lowe out there. So welcome. Ozzy says, is this the Gong Show? I do believe it's turned into that. Yes. In a good way. We're not taking anybody off the stage or anything. Well, we might take Guns and Barbecue off the stage.
Yes.
We keep getting super chats. I mean, we're getting close.
I was going to say, we're 10 minutes in. We're a quarter of the way there. It could happen tonight. It
could very well happen. If you're just coming in, we do have a giveaway later on, including a swag pack and a $40 Chick-fil-A gift card, $50 if a channel member wins, because we're not having a show next week.
So. Technically, wouldn't it be over a quarter of the way there? Because that channel membership, shouldn't that count too if gift memberships count?
How much was the channel membership?
I don't know. I don't know what it costs to buy 4 channel memberships. I really don't. I never.
I think that was like $4.99.
Yeah, that was probably like $5. But we're talking about the single membership. What level did he join at?
Did it say?
When you become a gift member, it brings you.
No, not the gift member. The when he became a member himself.
He joined at Gizzard Groupie. That's the $5 level, I believe.
Ooh, so we're at 30.
So 30, yeah.
And yeah, if you count the gift memberships in there,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I asked, and he said he is. So
because
Yep.
I think those are all $5 a piece or right at it. You might get a deal for. So, heck yeah. Ron 2A Matter says if I would have had $1,000 barbecue, I would just do it for the hell of it. There you go.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Nothing wrong with that.
But something you folks got to realize, that's just going to leave me and Gary in here if we get rid of barbecue.
Only if they're lucky.
Oh, well. So what's going on, guys? What's going on in your lives? Tell me something good. Tell me something positive, something uplifting. Come on, man.
I'm tired.
Make my day. Oh, well, that's real uplifting. Yeah.
Well, you already heard what happened here, so that's not.
Yeah, we don't want to be Richie Downer.
We got 3 wrestling tournaments this weekend.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a busy one. I'm not going to have a voice after Saturday. I don't even know how the heck I'm going to coach on Sunday.
Oh man, yeah, you got your invite Thursday. It's like, dude, I don't have a voice. We went out because Thursday the Allegheny County, Maryland, opened their light show, their Christmas light show at the fairgrounds, and they had a live singing group that's local to the area, and they were doing like Christmas sing along. By the time we got home, I had no voice left whatsoever.
According to G-Web's 5 gift memberships is $24.95.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
Wow,
there you
then
go.
you're at what, 50?
Oh, no, so we're at 50. We're halfway there.
25, 35, 45, 50. Yeah. Getting right there. So
I thought they only did those at like 99 cents a piece or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I
halfway
thought.
there. We got a couple people that's just joined. I want to say hello to Gerald Muir. He just joined us. Also, Mr. Bob Dabalina is in the audience. So we've got 24 people in here. Grudge Guy just came in. So heck yeah. The more, the merrier. So Rich, you got anything uplifting to say?
Not really.
So Rich, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Since when are we doing that? But okay.
You just started.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank
I
you.
didn't hear him stand up.
I didn't either.
Well, I didn't see Gary stand up, so
How'd you cover your heart with your wee hockey
my
elbow?
hand over my heart. How about that? My flag's just right over here on the wall. So, Guns and Barbecue.
Hey,
Gotta put you on a spot.
sing the national anthem.
It's gonna have to recite the Second Amendment. Can you recite the Second Amendment for me?
oh, that's a good one.
I can help you if you need help.
Let's say,
A well-regulated militia,
being necessary to that of a free state,
the security of a free state. Yeah. The right.
the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
There you go. All right.
Damn it, I forgot the comma though.
Now we can start this off good. We got the pledge in. We got the Second Amendment in. We can get started.
If you wouldn't have remembered the last part of that, that would have been disappointing because, Night Strike used to yell it in everybody's ear constantly.
Well,
It's
that
a
was
lot
the
of fun
problem.
asking
I
a
just
blind guy to recite the Second Amendment.
I'm sitting there going, like, as soon as he said that, the first thing that pops in my head shall not be infringed. I'm like, yeah, but there's more to that, more than that, dumbass.
And yes, I should know the Second Amendment by heart, and I more or less do, but I've also got it on my wall over here. So if you saw me looking over
So do
this
I.
direction, I may have been looking at it. Want to say hello to Artec Daughters. Hello. Up.
Good eating.
Rich just got disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hopefully,
better hope
Rich will be back shortly. Right now, he's saying device is not connected. So we have lost Rich. Oh, no.
Yeah, because if that other $50 comes in, you're flying solo.
So Ozzy, a second ago, he said today is the Second Amendment's birthday. Wow, very good. Very good. And the gun snob says this show's getting better. Wow. Well, Snob, you could come in here. You do
You
have
could.
a link. A lot of people have links, but that's all right. So, Rich, if you're out there and you can hear us, it's telling us devices not connected in StreamYard. I can't add you back. It says your mic or your camera one's not connected. So, Gun Snob says if you get rid of barbecue and Rich, I might join.
All you got to do is pony up the other $50.
Rich is out there. He says, yeah, I went to turn the camera on and it went haywire trying to fix it.
Nobody wants to see that anyways.
So if it's haywire, he's trying to use baling wire. Well, he's got his camera on. Well, he did.
I have no idea. It just started working again at random. I have no idea what happened. It stopped working and then started working again. I didn't even do anything and it started working.
This can be one of them shows, folks.
Yeah.
But that's
anyway,
right.
what I was trying to show, if the camera will work, right there. There's the Second Amendment hanging on the wall, right above the key there. That
Oh.
Yeah.
He wants a cookie now.
Right there.
Yeah, mine's similar to that, except mine's taller and skinnier, but it's got the same pattern on it.
What you said.
Anyway, Snob says, don't worry about fixing it, just stay in the chat. Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't fix it, so it fixed itself.
Mystic Guns is also out there. Welcome.
She's a
Mystic
lovely
Guns.
lady.
She's a wonderful woman. She certainly is. I always say that about her. Always good to have Mystic in here. So we got 29 people. 13 are in the giveaway. Hashtag FT339. Again, for a chance to win a swag pack and a $40 Chick-fil-A gift card, or if you're a channel member, a $50 Chick-fil-A gift card. And if you don't like Chick-fil-A, or if you don't have one near you, I can alter that to whatever you would like a gift card in. So don't worry about that, or say, I don't like Chick-fil-A, or I'm allergic to chicken, or the nearest Chick-fil-A is 2 hours away. I got you. All you got to do is let Gizzard know. We'd take care of you, man. So Justin Lowe says, hit the like button, guys. Once again, happy birthday, Ozzy. Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Lowe.
Ozzy is now the same age as me.
Yeah, I'll be
We
right
need
back.
Snob in here. Snob needs to lead off happy birthday for Ozzy.
Don't, because look at this stuff. He says, hey, Gizzard, did Tay-Tay go broke this season or what? Boy, that's funny. I tell you what. G-Web says, I'm allergic to chicken. CHIKIN. I love it. Misty says, I want a shirt with that cardinal on it to make Ron wear it, plus multiple stickers to hang around everywhere. Wonder if anybody could make that happen. I don't know if we got anybody in the audience that's ornery like that. It's possible.
Misty's going to look like the pigeon lady in Home Alone 2 just to get back at Ron for all the Mini Wayne stuff.
So Grudge Guy says, so if someone doesn't like chicken, does that mean you're going to send a $5 coupon for hard seltzer?
Oh, gosh.
Guess I could do a Walmart gift card and you can go buy your own hard seltzer. If that's what you like. I don't think I could send hard seltzer. Vulcan Rumble is here. All right. Dale Pogue says, 28 watching and only 12 thumbs up. Come on, people, get with it.
Come on.
Come on, man. Yeah, luckily I don't have to read all the chats.
That's right.
So, reading is optional. Reading may be fundamental, but it is also optional. So, Garage Guy says, well, send the hard seltzer to Scotsman. Yeah, I'm sure he would like that. So let's bring up an article, shall we? And I shall read because I love reading. Again, reading is fundamental. So this first one has to do with the Supreme Court. Excuse me. The article says Supreme Court turns away challenges to the National Firearms Act. Snob says, okay, so now we are just ignoring me, huh, Giz? DJ Play Nice just jumped in. Hello, DJ. He says, salute, Gizzard Gary. Thanks for hosting. Thank you. All right. So back to this article. It's written by Cam Edwards today. And it says the Supreme Court didn't grant cert to any Second Amendment cases in its orders list released on Monday, but they did keep a hold of several challenges to state-level gun and magazine bans, as well as several prohibited persons cases. The justices also denied cert to a pair of challenges to the National Firearms Act's restrictions on short-barreled rifles, as well as the appeal of a Pennsylvania father who is hoping to revive a lawsuit against a gun maker and gun seller, holding them civilly liable for the death of his son. Robinson v. U.S. and Rush v. U.S. had drawn attention from a number of Second Amendment groups, including Gun Owners of America and the Second Amendment Foundation, which filed amicus briefs in support of the cert petitions, urging the court to take one or both cases. The groups obviously were hoping that the Supreme Court would declare that short-barreled rifles are arms protected by the Second Amendment, but also pointed out multiple flaws in the rationale deployed by lower courts in upholding the NFA's restrictions. The brief, filed by GOA and a number of state-level 2A groups in Robinson, for instance, noted the lower court's description of the NFA as a shall-issue licensing system akin to concealed carry regimes. And the balloon here says, likening the NFA's ban on non-registered possession to a shall-issue licensing regime for carry, the panel was willing to invent a theory of conclusive constitutionality based on this court's refusal to suggest unconstitutionality in an apposite case. I'm not sure I know that word. Not only does that approach contravene Bruin's methodological holding, but it also misreads the NFA, which by its plain terms is not a shall-issue licensing regime. Rather, the statutory provision the panel cited, 26 U.S.C. 5812A, provides that applications shall be denied if the transfer, receipt, or possession of the firearm would place the transferee in violation of law. The related statutory provision on making NFA firearms is similarly worded. Of course, these provisions contain no directive that applications shall be approved if the applicant meets the statutory criteria. Rather, they simply direct what must happen if an applicant is ineligible. As the D.C. Circuit once explained, both sections provide that applications shall be denied, but neither restricts the Secretary's broad power to grant or deny applications in any other respect. Broad power to grant or deny is irreconcilable with the narrow, objective, and definite standards guiding licensing officials in quintessentially shall-issue licensing regimes. The brief went on to point out that there's a circuit court split on the description of the NFA as a shall-issue scheme, but apparently the justices are willing to let that split develop before taking up an NFA case. Mr. Bob says, inapposite equals out of place or inappropriate. Okay, thank you. The 2A groups also argued that the lower courts are misapplying the Miller decision from the 1930s. The Second Amendment Foundation's brief in Rush, joined by the 2A Law Center and several other pro-2A organizations, contended that Miller is no longer controlling after the Bruin decision, but even if it's still legally valid, the petitioner should have prevailed below under its framework too. In its own way, United States v. Miller implicitly confirmed that the Second Amendment recognizes an individual right because had the Miller court believed that the Second Amendment protects only those serving in the militia, it would have been odd to examine the character of the weapon rather than simply note that the two crooks were not militiamen. Miller ultimately concluded only that in the absence of any evidence tending to show that possession or use of a shotgun having a barrel of less than 18 inches of length at this time has some reasonable relationship to the preservation or efficiency of a well-regulated militia, we cannot say that the Second Amendment guarantees the right to keep and bear such an instrument. Here, there is no such absence of evidence. Not only are many SBR's combat arms of the kind that would be useful to a militia, but they are the main firearm in that role. The M4 carbine is our military's most common service rifle, and it has a barrel length of 14.5 inches. In the civilian context, where it would be sold in a semi-automatic form, that would make the most common military rifle an SBR subject to the NFA's tax, which applies to rifles that have barrels under 16 inches in length. Both briefs make good arguments in favor of the court granting cert, but as I wrote last week, I don't think SCOTUS is going to take up an NFA case before it decides the constitutionality of bans on semi-automatic rifles like the AR-15 and large-capacity magazines. And to that end, the justices took no action today on Gators Custom Guns v. Washington, Duncan v. Bonta, or Viramontes v. Cook County, all cases challenging semi-auto and magazine bans. Those cases, along with the 3 cases challenging the ban on gun possession for those convicted of a crime punishable by more than a year in prison, will most likely be relisted later today for the court's next conference scheduled for January 9, 2026. There are already a trio of 2A-related cases calendared for discussion at that conference. Schoenthal v. Raoul's challenge to the concealed carry ban on public transportation in Illinois and Chicago, Marquis v. Massachusetts, which asks whether Massachusetts' firearm licensing regime, which grants a police colonel the power to deny any non-resident traveler a temporary firearms license based on that officer's judgment of unsuitability, violate non-resident travelers' constitutional right to keep and bear arms and to interstate travel, and Harris v. United States. That last case is another 922G3 challenge to the ban on gun ownership for unlawful users of drugs. The court has already granted cert to another 922G3 case in Himani, and I suspect that the justices will simply hold on to Harris until Himani has been decided. The real question is, what will the court do with the gun and magazine ban cases in the new year? We're getting to the point in the court's term that any case they decide to take up would most likely be heard next fall. Last term, Justice Brett Kavanaugh predicted that SCOTUS would take up a hardware ban case in the next term or two, and the trio of gun and magazine ban lawsuits give the court the opportunity to do just that. All right, thoughts on that? It's a lot, but it's basically saying they're not going to do a lot in the near term. Is that good news or bad news? Or are you awake?
Kind of expected. I don't see them jumping on any NFA cases anytime soon.
I'm not surprised either. Ron 2A Matters with a member anniversary, 23 months. Thank you.
No,
Even if we end up with, I was just going to say, even if we end up with a circuit split, I don't see them jumping on it right away.
No, they're gonna decide the semi-auto rifle thing first because that'll open the door to the NFA and then down the road.
So you agree that it's kind of just getting ducks in a row type thing?
Basically, yeah, I wouldn't be the least surprised in January to see the lawsuits that they have on the schedule for a conference in January getting combined into one case either, because they can also decide to do that and hear all 3 of those as one case. The same with the mag ban.
Well, Pack Rats Addict says the NFA is going down, but I think they're looking at other cases that are better worded. That's a possibility, definitely.
Very well could be.
And just a note on the Miller part of that, where they were talking about Miller.
Mhm.
Miller also said that if at any time that the sawed-off shotgun, essentially is what they were terming it as back then, would become a commonly used military weapon, then it too would be applicable to be used by the general public and could be a problem for the NFA. And with that in mind, we are seeing more short-barreled shotguns being distributed among various militaries as a specialty arm for breaching doors.
Yep.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yes, Mossberg, the new Mossberg shotgun they just came out with the AR-15 style grip on the pump shotgun, that was actually developed as an SBS for the British military for that purpose. They released it as a full 18-inch barrel version for the general public here in the United States.
Packrat says Miller died before the court made their decision.
Yep. And then his attorneys just never showed up. So there's nobody to argue his side at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if that would work very well, Ron. A 12 gauge revolver. That would be a pretty damn big cylinder.
Not sure about that. M.
I'd give it a
Gabriel
go.
says, did I miss the Gorn again? No, you're early. It's not even time for Gorn.
A 12 gauge revolver would make Hellboy's revolver look small. If you've seen the movie Hellboy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to fire it. That's for sure. Ron says it would be, let me get the right comment highlighted. It would be glorious.
It'd be like firing a small sawed-off 12 gauge pistol kind of thing. Which they do make those. But, a revolver in 12 gauge might be a little bit harder to make. Yeah, on a big technicality, I mean, it was a drum fed.
Yeah. But kinda.
But it also wasn't rifled. What round would you put in there with it? It would have to be a 50 caliber round, you would think. Because you'd have to have a round, center fire or rim fire round that would be typical in a handgun for it to get around that. That's how the judge works with the 410, is that it can also fire 45.
Ron says appendix carry. Go right ahead. Want to say hello to the wonder from down under. TJ Fishing is here. Good day, TJ. All right, so shall we go on to another article? Are we ready?
Oh, is it the Rittenhouse one?
No.
Oh.
That is a long article. Not that the last one I read wasn't abnormally long, but it's way longer than that. So we're going to go to New Jersey because we all love New Jersey, right? Yeah. New Jersey man's guns returned after lawsuit filed over their confiscation. All right. This was written by John Petrolino. A New Jersey man's firearms and permits were confiscated by authorities after a weird series of events and possible malfeasance. After filing suit, his oppressors indicate they want to settle. Elseed Elijah had his firearms confiscated by the Fort Lee, New Jersey Police Department. After an event that had to do with his wife and a miscommunication at a hospital, Elijah ended up having his firearms and firearms identification card confiscated. The case is beyond strange, and in the time since the lawsuit was filed, both the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office and Fort Lee Police Department want to quietly put this debacle to bed. As previously reported, Elijah's wife was hospitalized with some pregnancy-related health concerns. The hospital wrongfully had her involuntarily committed. The confusion stemmed from language barriers and a misunderstanding. After the hospitalization occurred is when the authorities executed the seizure. In the wake of the warrantless seizure, the authorities also demanded that Elijah produce copies of his wife's medical documents, of which he has no authority to produce, and further, she's not a party to the matter involving the seizure. Approximately 6 weeks ago, Elijah filed a lawsuit backed by the Second Amendment Foundation and New Jersey Firearms Owners Syndicate in the federal U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey. On December the 12th, NJFOS posted on X an announcement that the county and borough wanted to settle the case. Quoting here, both the borough of Fort Lee and the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office have begun the process to settle this case. As part of the settlement process, the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office has withdrawn its motions for the revocation of El Cid's FID card and the motion to produce El Cid's wife's mental health records, the Post said. While there is much more work to do to finalize the settlement, Ed Paltzik went over to Fort Lee today with El Cid to take back his constitutionally protected property. Accompanying the post was a copy of the letter sent to Elijah's attorney, Edward Paltzik, and a selfie of the pair with Elijah holding a firearms case. Quoting again, the state respectfully requests that the motion to revoke El Cid Elijah's firearms purchaser identification card and compelling the sale of his firearms be withdrawn at the present time, the letter said. Any additional motions pertaining to the production of medical records are also withdrawn. The state has arranged for Mr. Elijah's firearms to be returned to Mr. Elijah by the Fort Lee Police Department. Mr. Elijah can contact Detectives Pothos or Bacchus at the Fort Lee Property Room via telephone between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday to arrange for the release of his firearms. Let me guess, he has to go get them. They should bring them to him. Bill Sack is the Director of Legal Operations for the Second Amendment Foundation. When contacted for comment, Sack said that the parties indicating they want to have settlement talks is encouraging. While we're encouraged with both the borough and the prosecutor's office indicating their interest in settling the case, there are a lot of details yet to be ironed out, Sack told Bearing Arms. And let's not forget that it was months of constitutional injury and the initiation of a federal lawsuit that brought these folks to the settlement table. Our goal all along has been to restore Mr. Elijah's rights while also making sure Bergen County officials will never do this to anyone else ever again. A representative from New Jersey Firearms Owners Syndicate was enthusiastic about these steps. Director of Legal Operations Joe Laporto said that the return of Elijah's firearms in the state of New Jersey is borderline miraculous. Having El Cid's firearms returned to him is remarkable, Laporto told Bearing Arms. In New Jersey, officials who are ordered by courts to return firearms often play games for months, if not years, when making the aggrieved whole again. For Fort Lee and the Bergen County prosecutors to return a property under a non-compulsory scenario speaks volumes to the level of infringement they've knowingly inflicted. We are happy, but we won't rest until El Cid is 100% vindicated. It's rumored that there are others similarly situated in Bergen County dealing with unconstitutional arms confiscations and unwarranted permitting revocation. If there's a pattern of abuse in this jurisdiction, this is the perfect place for Attorney General Pam Bondi's new 2A task force to pay attention to. Thankfully, Elijah had his firearms returned to him. There's still plenty left in the battle, though. This is an individual who was wrongfully and unlawfully disarmed for 8 months. How things are going to flesh out, it's hard to say. However, concerning the willingness of the parties to both return Elijah's firearms and signal they want to settle, the rest of the issues might be easily reconcilable. This is a developing story and will continue to offer updates as they arise. Interesting. I think New Jersey kind of got spanked. What do you guys think about that? I like it personally.
Needs to happen more often.
I'm not even sure what was happening, to be honest. I was getting
I'm not repeating it.
Yeah, I mean, so you had to. I had somebody here in the house distracting me, so I didn't catch most of what you read. Sorry.
I think it may have been you who brought this up on my last show or the one before about the guy from New Jersey who's got his firearms confiscated because of a condition his wife was having.
Wasn't me.
Maybe it's false. I don't know. Anyway, they got returned to him because, hey, he sued him in federal court, and all of a sudden they had a change of heart and decided, we're going to give you back all your stuff.
Cool.
So, but the question is, how many other people have wrongfully had their firearms taken away? And the hope is that this keeps New Jersey and people like them, or the local jurisdictions in New Jersey, Bergen County, from doing things like that in the first place.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it wasn't me that brought it up. So
my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, if they returned his firearms without actually going to court, is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, that's a win. I
they
guess.
Weren't going to win that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bob says, I think it's great. The first thing I'd do with a cash settlement is move out of that jurisdiction. Just GTFOD. Get the F out of Dodge. Pack Rat's Attic says, but what condition are they in? I'm guessing they probably aren't going to do anything to them if they know what's good for them.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like police lockers are the best storage areas either.
No. And there's a chance that they might have bumped against each other.
I'm not even worried about.
They don't take as good a care. You know, when they're throwing this stuff in the back of a police cruiser, obviously they're not being real careful to wrap everything, you know. And
yep, I say there's that. Were they wearing gloves when they were confiscating everything? Were they barehanding everything? You know, all the salt and oils in their hands. You know, then sitting for 8 months in a humid evidence locker or something. Just all that is just disastrous.
Yeah, I don't know if all this is over, you know, having your stuff wrongfully taken from you. It's nice that they gave them back, but still there's got to be something they can do about that. If they had their firearms taken away for 8 months for no good reason,
it should be far more to this at the end of the day.
There should be some redress.
But sure. I think that's why they said in this that the department, and I believe they said the city or county, whatever it is, are trying to settle out of court.
Yeah, this was in Fort Lee, New Jersey, the Fort Lee, New Jersey Police Department, and it was handled by the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. So those are the two parties that were involved in this. All you got to say is New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
And it's not quite Illinois, but it's Illinois light, arguably. So, but it's not a good thing at all. That's why I say, you know, shall not be infringed, people. So, one thing I do want that shall not be infringed is your right to get good stuff from Gear Websites, because Gear Websites is your source for every second matters, gun channels, gear, MOID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items, and every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So buy cool stuff at GearWebsites.com.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
That's right. That's GearWebsites.com for all of your 2A sticker, patches, and other stuff. They got all kinds of stuff there. You should check it out. So let's see what else we got going on here. Pack Rat's Attic says now they're just going to try to find another way to take them away. I don't know. Better not poke the bear.
Yeah, I think they're going to just eat this one.
It may lay low for a while, yeah. So while they do that, I think we're going to sing a little song.
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of its wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway.
Hi, folks. Gizzard Gary here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children.
Oh my
of all
God, it's so
ages,
bright.
that time of the show where we give stuff away. In tonight's giveaway portion of Fowl Territory, we're going to have all sorts of stuff and things to give away, folks. So get those typing fingers ready, and we're going to see what we're giving away. Gizzard, what do we have tonight for this wonderful audience?
I guess this is where I give stuff away, huh? All right, so get your hashtag in #FT339. That's #FT339. And we're going to start with the official Gizzard Gary channel sticker, as big as my head, or approximately. And then we're going to throw in some extra stuff because this is my last show before Christmas. I won't be here next week. So this is essentially my Christmas show. So I'm going to throw in the Gizzard Gary logo magnet. That's right. Free of charge. We're also going to have the holographic Gizzard Gary sticker. We're going to have the glitter Gizzard Gary sticker. There aren't very many of those left. The Gizzard Gary window decal. And the Gizzard Gary Ron Wayne sticker. And last but not least, the brand new, just introduced last week, the Fowl Territory podcast sticker. On top of that, from our good friend DM Foss, you're going to get the Gizzard Gary in an easy chair sticker. You're going to get Snobby's Dairy straight from the bowl. You're going to get Sarge and In Charge. And you're going to get the Haterade Thirst Destroyer. And I just happened to find one of these. It was loose in my drawer, so there's one more Papa Smurf that's going to go out tonight. All right. Also, this sticker from Live Free Armory, True American Manufacturing. And last but not least, from Excess Sites, since it's almost Christmas, the Santa Claus Excess Sites sticker. All right. So that's it for the stickers. And now for patches. And courtesy of our friend Stan, formerly with SS Pawn, we have the Dead Air Silencers patch. Courtesy of Excess Sites, you're going to get the I'm Seeing Him at Night patch from Excess Sites. It's really nice. And then courtesy of Ron Wayne, he brought these back from Goals. This is GOA's We Are No Compromise patch. All right, on top of that, the winner of the giveaway tonight will receive a $40, because we're doing double because I'm not having a show next week, $40 Chick-fil-A gift card. Or if you're a channel member, it's going to be $50. How about that? That is a deal. That is a steal of a deal. DJ said, did Stan pass away? Not that I'm aware of. He no longer has a pawn shop, though.
Yeah, he retired.
He retired.
Yep.
Yes. So let's go ahead and share the StreamYard giveaway tool. There it is right there. We have 24 people entered. Give you all another few seconds or so to enter the giveaway. # FT339. You can enter YouTube, Twitch, or Rumble.
Probably shouldn't.
Okay. The gun snob says, I better win. Well, we got 26 entries. Look at these entries coming through real quick. Justin Grimm says, Lord's Chicken giveaway. Heck yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do the drum roll. Gun Snob says, hashtag this better not be rigged tonight like it almost always is. Let's find out. Drum roll, please. All right. Who will be tonight's winner? Who's going to eat all this chicken? Who will it be? Who will it be? Justin Grimm. Justin Grimm, are you out there? He's a bacon czar. He's a bacon czar of Iowa. So are you out there in the chat? I just saw you a second.
I'll say he mentions Jesus and wins. Check that out.
Justin Grimm. He says, amen. Congratulations, Justin. You are, go ahead and get the proper sticker up there. You are the winner chicken dinner. So much fun to say.
Praying isn't the only thing he does on his knees.
And
he stalks bacon also.
Justin Grimm is a channel member. So that's $50 Chick-fil-A gift card for Justin Grimm. All right.
Justin, whatever will you do with all that Chick-fil-A?
Heck yeah.
$50 is not all that much at Chick-fil-A. Sadly.
Hey, it's better than the stuff you give away on your show.
Better than poke in the eye.
No. No, I mean, as far as barbecue, what are you going to do with all that Chick-fil-A? It's not a whole lot.
Gun Snob says hashtag fake winner. Andy says hashtag rigged. Hashtag this is BS. I think he was upset.
You don't get pre-COVID numbers anymore at these restaurants, sadly.
Agrizer says Justin wins the Lord's chicken. Congratulations. Mr. Bob says he'll have his own bacon to put on all that damn chicken. There you go. Snob says hashtag no congrats. He cheated. Well, how did he cheat? I don't think so. Snob says hashtag I hope his chicken is cold. Wow. Danny says had about $50 of Chick-fil-A tonight for 3 of us. Plus I had an extra sandwich. Heck yeah.
If you got a family of 4, I mean, it's not Gary's fault. It's the prices on things.
I know. It sounds like Danny got plenty for $50.
Not for a family.
Stop being a big back.
I want you to be able to take the whole family out, not just, go and say, well, I got $20 I can spend. I guess rest of you, we got to pay for your food. No, I'm going to pay for the whole family. Unless you got 9 kids, then you may have to dig up some money because $50 ain't going to do it. But Justin says blasphemy, Snob. It is. It 100% is. That's for sure. All right. Well, congrats, man. All right. So I think since we're already kind of on a roll tonight, do we dare do it again?
Do what?
Do we dare do it again? Do I
another giveaway?
Have it anymore?
Huh?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, wait. He's going to do it the one where Snob messes up.
Let's go back in. Let's go back in time, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for you to send your Gorn to Gizzard or Gorn at gizzardgary.com. It's time for Show Us Your Gun.
It's been a while since we done that. That was fun. What's DJ says? Stop making kids. Wow.
What?
That's harsh.
DJ's anti-kid.
He's saying stop making kids if you're complaining that you don't get enough gift card money for Chick-fil-A. I get it. Took me a second, but
kids probably gripe about Chick-fil-A anyway. I'd love some personally.
DJ's like Demo Ranch. He's anti-kid.
Nah, he's a kid. He used to be a kid. He's somebody's kid. Darn right. All right. So this is part of the show where we show your Gorn on the screen. You send that, of course, to gorn@gizzardgary.com, or you can drop it in my Discord server. So anybody can join my Discord server. It's out there. I think there's a link in the description of this video. There's also one on my YouTube channel and on my website. So come right in and join. Let's see. Justin Grimm says, I'm out of approved for all ages. Gorn. That's funny.
That's right. Send it anyways. We'll look into the after chat.
Yeah, we always enjoy it regardless. So some of it is enjoyed privately, some of it is enjoyed publicly. But I do believe I heard some emails coming in. So I know for a fact we do have some Gorn out here. So this first one is from Ron 2A Matters. All right. So let's go ahead and put it on the screen. And Ron says, I found Ames a new vehicle. I think Hillbilly would love it. I think Ames is going to have a hard time getting up in that thing. Don't you think?
Well, I can't even tell what it is. What is it?
It looks like a jacked up Hummer of some sort.
Oh,
Got a hell of a lift to it. Like maybe 2 foot. Mr. Bob says, does it have an elevator?
It might come with a stepladder.
It's going to need one. You might have
might
to
be one of
rappel
those
down
deals
out
where-
of that bad boy.
might be one of those deals where you open the door and then the
Ladder fold
running
down.
board, comes out.
It had to be a multi-layered running board.
That's all right.
Now, DJ would like to comment about what I said earlier. He says, I'm not anti-kid. I would like to have had a family, but 9 kids could be a safe spot to stop. Yeah.
And tell that to Philip Rivers.
Well, that's right.
Well, he had to come out of retirement, so
He's got
Yeah, he
10
can't
kids.
afford Chick-fil-A.
Justin Grimm says, does it come with a sign? I don't think that Domino's pizza sign came with it. No. Defense
your
Dad is out there. Hello, Defense Dad. Sandy Vagina, our old friend Sandy, is out there. Sandy says that looks harder to get into than Yankees mom. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. I didn't say it. I just read it. Mr. Bob says, last time I tried to climb a ladder, I got hit in the head by a whole planet. Yeah, that can happen too. It could be painful. It could be real painful. So, got more Gorn. This time it is from the birthday boy himself, Ozzy. So let's take a look. And he says Stingray inlay holster for a 1911. Adoptable. Nice.
ooh.
That is a beautiful holster. I like it. Now out there, I saw a comment. Let's see. Skagit Valley Guns says John Browning Sr. had 11 kids. Wow.
See? He
Kent,
can afford Chick-fil-A
640
either.
Kent says, why does Guns and Barbecue sound like the same guy who has been on 11 Bang Bang show? Just wondering. Are you?
Ooh.
I don't know who that is. I have no idea
don't
who
either.
is 11 Bang Bang.
I don't know who that is either.
Packrat says, my wife Sheila is number 10 of 17. Wow.
Yeah. But
17.
going back to John Browning. I mean, they were Mormons. That's the only thing they can do for recreation. Everything else is banned.
Kind of hope that that's just all one mom and dad. It's not like a blended family where like dad came in with a few, mom came in with a few, and then they made a few more. Like, no, I hope mom and dad just made all 17 of those. It's like where you see the window stickers with the family, and it's got the mom and the dad and like the dog, and you got all the kids. Imagine seeing one with the 17 kids.
So Sketcher Valley Gun says he only had one wife. Wow.
It's just kind of interesting because he was Mormon.
They don't all have multiple wives. That's a myth.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't say that they all did. He just didn't figure out how to unlock the cheat code. That's all.
Well, you have to join one of the fringe cults.
It's kind of it's a fringe thing within there.
Yeah, the main religion banned that a long time ago.
I don't know a whole lot about. Let's see. DJ says, anyone know any family having more than 5, 6, 7 kids in the last 25 years outside of religious practice or third world farming? Let's say I'm 3 of 5 in my family. So,
well, my aunt and uncle had 5. Several buddies that I went to high school with, they all have litters of kids, but I mean, they come from a big family like that, so it's not surprising that they all produced litters themselves. So, yeah.
So we've got this picture that was sent in by the Gun Snob. And he says, just me being festive. A few more and I'll feel festive. There you go. Might as well enjoy the show. Have a little bit of Christmas cheer right along with it. Heck yeah.
I can't tell what it is. Sorry.
It's Snob holding a glass of eggnog, looks like to me.
Oh, gross.
Let's see. G-Web says, refers to the 11 Bang Bang Reload show, a YouTube channel focused on historic firearms, black powder shooting, building double-barrel rifles from old shotguns, related topics like gun cleaning and history. Sketcher Valley Gun says, Browning's father was a polygamist, though. Justin Grimm says, my grandma was the oldest of 17 kids. Ozzy said there was 8 in my dad's family. Denny says, yep, lots of families around here have big families. I'm one of 5. My son has 6. Lots of people around here are like that. Vulcan Rumble says, women choose the men in Mormonism. Misty said, my best friend had 9 kids. Snob says, I have 4 and can't afford them. G-Web says, I'm the oldest of 1 kid. There you go. Snob says, it is. If you put enough Southern Comfort in your eggnog, it no longer tastes like eggnog.
Interesting.
And eggnog is delicious. Shut your mouth, barbecue.
Yeah.
Hard pass. He can have all the eggnogs.
Ron Wayne is the youngest of 4. Okay, so I got a couple more emails, and then I have something that Defense Dad sent me earlier that he really wants me. Oh.
He wants you to want him?
Wants you want me.
Wants you to need him?
Something like that. Hold on.
Needs
So
you to need
Justin
him?
Grimm sent this. It's a birthday cake, and it says, you still look 20s from a distance in the dark. I don't know if that's aimed at Ozzy or not. Might be aimed at me. My birthday's next month. It's
No,
funny.
it's going to be mean that anybody. No, Justin wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that. No,
No.
that's not the way he rolls. So got this from Ron Wayne. And this is a Henry H001. Nice.
Yeah, custom engraved on it and everything.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very, very nice. Okay, so real quick. Okay, so Defense Dad really, really wanted me to show this tonight. So if you've got young kids, you may want to put your hand over their eyes for a second. They probably won't get it. It's kind of one of those weird things, but well, there it is. Why is it? Oh, I know why. Hold on. I'm having issues here. Here we go. Okay, I need to get my banner off so you can read that. I think they might have had a little bit of unfortunate clipping at the end of that description.
Yeah, you could say that.
A little funny. Okay, let me make it safe for the young folks now. Okay. Like I say, most young folks wouldn't instantly see what was wrong with that picture anyway. So he says, dude, this has to go in Gorn. So since it has to, let's see, got another one sent here from the Gun Snob. Wow. This is how you take care of your stuff. He says, I had to clean my side-by-side gun. Yeah. Could maybe say it needed to be cleaned.
Yeah, a little dusty.
You take a sandblaster to it? Gosh. Yeah. That's got a little bit of stuff on it. That's for sure. All right. I'm going to go look at my Discord server real quick and see if there's anything in there. It looks like there has been activity. Let me guess. Okay. So I got a couple here from G-Webs. So let's go ahead and share that screen. And the first one has the cost of gift memberships. So $4.99 for one, $24.95 for 5, $49.90 if you buy 10, $99.80 if you're going crazy and want to buy 20, or if you totally just lost your mind, you could spend $249.50 and get 50 gift memberships. Wow. Snob says nothing a power washer and some he just didn't take care of.
You folks are $50 away. Just reminding you.
And then this one, December the 15th, 1791, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, was adopted, having been ratified by 3/4 of the states. Very nice. Happy anniversary to the Bill of Rights. Notice they didn't say it's a Bill of Wrongs. It's the Bill of Rights. All right, so what else did I miss out there in the chat? I know there's some hijinks going on out there. Agrizer says good use of dust cover. Definitely. Let's see. Kent says, my grandparents had many kids tell me for some reason women knew I showed up on Earth and they ran. There you go. Sketch Valley Gun says, I could barely afford 2 cats and a dog. DJ says, yeah, I get that there are examples of large families from the past and 2 suggestions of exceptions among 30-something here, but, well, I get what you're saying. It's not common. You got that one. Snob says, I sent you a good one, Giz. Oh, isn't that cute? I'll show it. I don't care. Even though it's making sport of me. It's Christmas. What the heck? I'll show it. All them ladies probably look to be younger than me. I don't know who they are, or if they're supposed to be somebody I know, or whether it's just some stock pictures he got. But and hell, he made it look like I've got pegboard in the back of my office. That's really cool that he made my closet doors look like pegboard. You guys notice that on that picture? Can you see it?
Yeah, now can.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those are closet doors. There's no dots on there. Cool. Let's see. Snob says, you don't even know all them ladies that were in your apartment. Don't have to know them. G-Web says, I've seen huge ones in large chats. I assume they get abandoned in the carts, though.
Yeah, he was referencing DJ's comment.
DJ says, saw a $500 super chat during a live show earlier this evening. Largest super chat I've ever seen. I've seen them on other people's shows where they're raising money for people, like when Scotsman does his fundraisers. I've seen $100 ones there before.
$500 ones are routine on like Nerdrotic when he
didn't
does
know
his,
you could go
Friday
that
Night
high.
Tights show. Yeah, he gets $500 super chats every week.
Ron
Usually
Wayne
from the
says
same
on the
person.
next episode of Golden Girls, wow. Kent says, oh, they look too young for you, Gizzard. That hurt, man. He's just kidding. Ozzy says Gary's a Mormon now. You have to marry them all, for crying out loud, Ozzy. You know better than that. Crying out loud, man. All right. I think we got some. Oh, wow. Okay, that's funny. I got to show this one now. I got to show it to Barbecue. Barbecue, get your glasses on. This from Justin Grimm. He's directed it at you. He says, is this Barbecue Cat? Can you see it?
Barbecue what?
Barbecue Cat. A cat with a Pope hat.
I won't lie. I thought it was a toad. Is it a cat?
That's
It's a cat.
Cat in a Pope
Oh.
hat.
Looks like a striped tabby.
No crap. Here, I got another
You got the
Pope
red
picture, I
vestment
think.
on. That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Then the Pope Catmobile. That was funny.
That was good.
Defense Dad says Gary is such a player, he keeps to-go cups for coffee so they don't stick around in the mornings. Well, that's a good idea. Unless they're cooking breakfast. Let's see. Snob says, oh, just wait. There's one of barbecue coming. Oh, boy. Justin Grimm said, Holy Driver Cat Edition. Wow. So we may have some more coming here in a minute.
Holy driver. Been lost too long in the meow, meow, meow.
That's beautiful.
I try.
That's
If
just.
Scott was in here, could have joined in with that, but it's not in here.
Pope Alice the First. Wow. I don't even know if Alice is Catholic.
Yeah, I think he is.
Is he?
I think so. He was raised Catholic anyway.
Up. Here we got something just came in. Oh, God. This is fair. This is more than fair. Okay, barbecue, it's your turn. You ready?
Oh, crap.
This is
Let's
from
see.
Gun Snob. Okay. You got six of them.
What's around
I
me,
only
though?
had 5. You get 6.
I just want to know how you found all my ex-girlfriends and superimposed them
They're a
like
little
this.
bit
This is
younger than the
impressive.
ones that they're a little bit younger than the ones that were with me.
I'm going to say, you got rid of a couple of their chins, too. I appreciate it.
They all seem to have the exact same smile. Have you noticed that? And eyes
No.
too.
After you lay pipe like I do and say, it's just the look they have.
They could be sisters. Hopefully not yours.
Oh, God.
And say Pennsylvania, not West Virginia.
No, that'll be Alabama.
Let's see. Denny says, all right, I'm out. Night, folks. Night, Denny. Let's see. Kent says, barbecue cat. Yum. Tastes like Chinese for some reason. Wow. DJ says, Alice Cooper is not Catholic. Okay. Ron Wayne says, barbecue looks really warm.
Yeah.
It was that night.
DJ says neither was his minister, father, or grandfather. Yeah. I hope not.
He said something in an interview one time about something with Catholics. So maybe his wife was Catholic.
Ozzy says, I think he's quoting some Gun Snob lyrics here. I like my chicken like I like my woman with a little bit of fat on the end. Wow. Sandy says barbecue's girlfriend got more chins in a cheap Chinese restaurant. Wow. G-Web says the macaroni and cheese at barbecue's potlucks is out of this world, I bet. You got that many gals come over. Yeah, they better be bringing food. That's all I got to say. Ron 2A Matters is out. He says good night, all. All right. Let me check. Let's see. What is this? Oh. Anyway, got a little bit of text chatter going on out there I had to address. So, anyway, what else is going on?
I don't know.
Surely you know something. You guys are just entertaining as heck, aren't you? Are you guys tired?
This is what happens after you do a 4-hour show the night before.
I'm pretty awake at this point. I'm say, got my daughter a new camera for Christmas. Well, new to her for Christmas for her yearbook class. So it came today. So I'm just kind of monkeying with it right now, making sure everything is in good working order with it.
One more quick Gorn. You're going to like this. This is from Ozzy. And he says, this is a real picture. And say, hopefully none of those are X's. Wow.
Is that Ozzy?
That's Ozzy.
What a stud.
Oh, he is. I've met Ozzy. Nice. All right. Agorizer says more gal diversity. Diversity is a big thing, man. I'm telling you what. Agorizer says no Glock 5s in the Gorn. No, Glock 5s are old news. Glock G6 is the new thing now.
Yeah, a little over a month to get the Gen 6.
Old news. Gun Snob says, I'm working on another. Well, the robots are. DJ says, got to roll out. Thanks for hosting and Merry Christmas, Gizzard Gary. Have an awesome holiday. Travel safe. Well, thank you. And the same right back to you, man. He says, y'all be safe, have fun, take care of your crew, and rock. All right, that's fair.
I feel like if he was at a Chinese restaurant, he'd say walk.
Walk? He might. I don't know if he eats Chinese or not.
I don't know.
I love Chinese. Ain't a whole lot of it I could have, but I wouldn't be opposed to trying some. I can eat rice and I can eat chicken. I'm pretty sure I could find a food I could eat there. And I might just digress a little bit. Ron Wayne says Gorn sent. Okay, more Gorn. The Gorn continues. All right. Well, if it downloads. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. You're going to like this. Let's see. Okay, from Ron Wayne. There's a cardinal eye for you. Kent says sushi. Yeah, I like sushi.
That's how he sees the eye of the cardinal.
Ron Wayne says, that's all I see, to be honest. Alex Perlin says, Merry Christmas all. Skagit Valley Guns says, have a Merry Christmas. Everyone got to get to bed. The Gun Snob says, can you eat cat? Because that's what you're getting. Wow. Oh, okay. Packrat's Addict says, sushi is bait. Eggerizer says, keep your eye on a sparrow. I believe that's a cardinal.
Yeah, it's a cardinal.
Let's see. Oh, got a new picture here for barbecue. A new version. How about that?
All right,
Ready for
let's
this
see it.
barbecue.
Yep.
Oh, you'll like this.
Jeez.
One of those dudes looks like Boy George, the guy in the cowboy hat.
Where are those mystery fingers coming out of?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
this
can't
guy
believe
who's
it's
making the heart, I'm not sure where that second hand came from.
I just can't believe that Snob shared this photo from his birthday party. Say he was mad when I took a photo with all the strippers.
I love it. Let's see.
Misty is trying to insinuate that we need to do therapy for Ron using the cardinal.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of like how we use a mini Wayne on her.
Yeah, especially the one with the big eye.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Grimm says should go like Foss and make the eye blink when you talk. I don't know how he does that. Ron Wayne says, nah. Vulcan Rumble says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Kent says, sushi's okay at times, though T-bone steak is always better. Well, I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Justin Grimm says, Brokeback picture. Justin Lowe says, is that the back door, boys? Snob says, Ozzy, you going to send a real pic that matches that one? I'm guessing probably not. Wow. Just wow.
I would laugh harder if Ozzy did just be like, yeah, so what? It was the 80s. Whatever.
He could probably dig up a picture with Snob somewhere, I'm sure.
Probably.
I know there's a picture of me and Ozzy somewhere. I'd have to go back through my pictures. Ozzy says, I don't have any pictures. That's disturbing. All right, so let's go ahead. We got about 5 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and get into the last segment. What did you learn? And we're going to ask these two people what they learned tonight, and then we'll let them plug their channel. So, Guns and Barbecue, what did you learn?
I learned that night, that bed did not have a weight limit. It did have a wide load sign on it, though.
Maybe. Very good. Justin Lowe says, Merry Christmas, everyone. What you got coming up on your channel?
I'm gonna do a show Thursday. We're gonna argue about the moon. Might make some snobby memes. That sounds like a good time. Might do a bracket. That's about it.
All right.
Appreciate the invite.
Thanks for being here. The Gun Snob says, I learned a lot about barbecue tonight. Sandy says, I've seen that pic before, except he wasn't wearing the denim tuxedo. It was more gimpish attire. Wow. Ron Wayne says, Merry Christmas, gun folk. Okay, so Rich White, what did you learn?
I learned Snob needs to learn to close the dust cover on an AR-15.
Well, there you go. Very good. What have you got coming up? You got a show this weekend, right?
Yeah, called This Week Unloaded, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Unloaded Media channel. And you never know what we're going to talk about on there. Last night, because of situations, it was mostly about Islam, but it was kind of
I feel like we can make a good guess.
Yeah, well, no, it was situational because there were 3 different terror attacks this weekend. So that's what we talked about. So, yeah.
That it?
Yeah, that's it.
All righty. Well, thank you for being here. Gun Snob says, I know what you're going to talk about. Muslims. Wow. You never know. You might have to wait. You might have to wait
more
30
terror
seconds.
attacks. If there's more terror attacks, you never know.
Richard's like, if they'd stop giving me material.
Well,
Exactly.
they give plenty of material. But anyway,
Yeah, they're the gift that keeps on giving.
I would like to thank everybody for being out there tonight. Everybody who's watching the show right now, if you're commenting out in the chat, thanks for being here. And if you're watching on replay, thanks for checking us out in replay. I appreciate that too. Special thanks to my panel tonight, Guns and Barbecue and Rich White. Thank you very much. And an extra special thanks to my channel members out there for helping me support the channel financially, including my newest channel member, Skagit Valley Guns. Thanks to each and every one of you for everything you do. I will have my Wednesday night show this week, and that is for the channel members, where I give away a knife each week on Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll do that this week, and then I'm going to be off all of next week. So no Fowl Territory next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks with both shows. Anyway, got a couple things out there in the chat. Let's see. Kent says, thank you for the great live show. Laughs also, American people. Snob says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Ron Wayne says, surely you can't be serious. Wow. Anyway, thanks for being out here. Since some of you I won't see until after Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. If you're traveling, be safe out there. And we'll see you on Fowl Territory in a couple weeks. Channel members, I'll see you in 2 nights. So remember that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, give them the bird. I'm Gizzard Gary. My panel's going to say good night, and then we're going to roll the end credits. So time to tell everybody good night and Merry Christmas.
Good night and Merry Christmas.
I'm going to give Snobby the satisfaction. FO.
No, that don't spell anything. Anyway, thanks for being here. Good night, everybody.